from core electrical to the semiconductor industry, my journey and how you can do it too. Hi everyone, I'm Anish and I'm very excited to share you my journey on how I switched from core electrical background to the semiconductor industry. If you are in a similar situation, feeling overwhelmed and doubting yourself whether it's possible or not, then this video is for you. Now let's address a common misconception that cracking VLSI companies for undergraduates in the core electrical domain is incredibly challenging. But here's the good news. I am from an electrical domain myself and I secured a position as an analog engineer at Texas Instruments. So if you are persistent and focused enough, you can do it too. I will break down the video into 3 parts to provide tailored advice for different situations. We'll cover students from premier institutes like IITs, NITs and top universities, and who are pursuing the BTech from other colleges, and also we'll cover the students who are pursuing the MTech from a core electrical domain and want to shift to the VLSI industry. Let's start with students from premier institutes. Now first thing what we'll do is reach out to your seniors and ask them that which companies allow electrical students to sit in the campus placements. Now most big companies are open to it, but few may not allow. Okay. Also, my first suggestion would be is to prioritize your non-core subjects over the core subjects. Non-core subjects are analog electronics, digital electronics and electronic devices, and core subjects are power system, electrical machines and power electronics, right? So don't get me wrong, obviously the knowledge of these core subjects are also important, but your current priority is to crack placements, right? So hence you will prioritize those non-core subjects over the core subjects. My second suggestion would be try maintaining a GPA of 7+. That should be enough for most companies to clear the cutoff, but few companies may have a bit of strict requirements, hence try to aim for higher GPAs, right? Also, I would recommend that you watch my preparation strategy video for Texas Instruments, especially if you are interested in analog domain. The link to the video will be given in the description below. Now, for students who are pursuing their BTech from other colleges, my recommendation is to write the GATE examination and pursue MTech from a top tier college. The choice to write the GATE examination from EE or EC will vary from person to person. If you have studied the core subjects and are comfortable with it, then you write from EE branch. And if you haven't studied the core subjects or you aren't comfortable with it, you write from EC branch. But generally what happens is the seats from EE branch is lesser than the EC branch in VLSI courses, right? But if you get a good rank from EE branch, you will get into a top tier college and your desired course. Watch my GATE roadmap video for more in-depth analysis. Now, if you are a MTech student from non-VLSI branch, choose electives that are tailored to VLSI companies' requirements. For example, analog IC design for analog domain and digital IC design, Verilog and STA for digital domain. Do remember to check with your seniors to see which companies allow students from non-VLSI branches to sit for placements. Regardless of your background, maintaining a GPA of 7+ is crucial for clearing the cutoff of most companies. So balancing the core subjects with elective courses is essential. To sum it up, focus more on the non-core subjects for premier institute students and try to write the GATE examination for students who are pursuing the BTech from other colleges, and for the MTech students, try to take electives from VLSI related courses. Also, a suggestion to all the students is that try to have a basic coding skill and learn it, and also try to learn a language like C++ or Python, which is valuable in this industry. If you have more questions or need personal guidance, you can connect with me at TopMate. And if this video has been helpful, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching.